एवरीवन, आज का टॉपिक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, दैट इज़ एरर्स। एरर्स से काफ़ी सारे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, खासकर CSIR में बहुत ज़्यादा आते हैं। कम से कम 2 से 3 क्वेश्चन एवरी ईयर फिक्स रहता है। ओके, तो एरर इज़ व्हाट बेसिकली इट इज़ द डेविएशन फ्रॉम द एक्चुअल वैल्यू. नाउ देयर आर सर्टेन टर्म्स लाइक एब्सोल्यूट एरर. Okay, so first one is the absolute error. Now absolute error is denoted as delta x, and it is the measured value minus true value, or you can say the experimental value minus theoretical value. Okay, so this is the absolute error. Now the another term is the relative error. Okay, now this is the relative error. Relative error is simply delta x by x. Okay, now what is delta x? As we saw that delta x is the measured minus true value. Then what is the denominator? X. Well, x is the true value. Okay, so this is the relative error. Now for percentage error, we simply have to multiply relative error with 100. Okay, so delta x by x into 100, and we write here percentage, and it will give the percentage error. Okay, now what about the errors in case of when suppose variables are dependent on each other? For example, let z is equals to x plus minus of y. I mean, the sign doesn't matter right now. Okay, so in case of this addition and subtraction, we simply say that the error is delta z is equals to delta x plus of delta y. Now this is to be remembered that no matter what the sign is in between them, if it is plus minus, then it is always what? Plus. So in case of error, the errors are never they are never diminished, or you can say they are never subtracted, but they are always added. Errors are always added. Okay, always added. So if you get any negative sign in your way, please remove it and write only positive sign. Okay, so this is the case of error. I mean, in the case where there is positive, I mean plus and minus sign in between two variables. Now suppose what if there is multiplication sign? For example, z is equals to xy or x divided by y. Okay, then what we use here? We use here is the log error. Okay, log error is very important. Now you have been given a z is equals to xy, or you can say z is equals to x by y. So using the log, we can write ln of z is equals to ln of x plus ln of y, and for this part we can write ln of z is equals to ln of x minus ln of y. Okay, so now what we do, we differentiate it. So after differentiating, we get delta z by z is equals to delta x by x plus delta y by y, and in this part we get delta z by z is equals to delta x by x plus of delta y by y. As I said earlier that errors are always what? Additive. So we only get positive sign. We replace this negative sign by positive sign. Okay, so we got the value of error in z. Now the value of error in z will be simply z times of delta x by x plus delta y by y. Okay, so this is what we call the this value is called delta z by z is the relative error. Okay, so when variables are in multiplication, we kind of use this formula, but this formula is not so reliable. Why? Because we always get better error in case of uncertainty. Well, uncertainty gives you a better error. Okay, so we are looking for the uncertainty in here, and most of the questions in GRF are from uncertainty. So suppose we have z is equals to x plus minus of y. Okay, so what is the uncertainty error in this equation for z? So for z, the uncertainty in error is delta z is equals to delta x whole square plus delta y of whole square, and it is under root. Okay, so this thing you must remember, and this one is also called the best approximate error. Best approximate error, I mean this is the best approximation error that we can do. Okay, so remember this, that we always do the root mean square value. We always take the root mean square value. Now similarly, we can also write for in case of when variables are in multiplication or in division, we saw that there is a relative error. Now in case of uncertainty in error, we simply write delta z by z is equals to root under of delta x by x whole square plus delta y by y whole square. What we did is that from here we only did the root mean square thing, okay, and it basically gives us the best approximation error. What does it give? The best approximation error. So wherever you get to calculate some error in multiplication or division form, or even in addition and subtraction, you must use this RMS value, especially in case of GRF. These are important. Now so we are taking an example. For example, voltage is equals to current into resistance. Now we need to calculate the uncertainty in resistance that is equals to delta R, and it is equals to delta R. So delta R by R, okay. So this is what the uncertainty in error is. So the uncertainty in error, that is delta R by R, is equals to from here we can write R is equals to what? V by I, okay. So it is in division. When we apply logarithm, it will go up, current will go up with a negative sign. But as I told, that error is always additive, so we'll replace the negative value as positive value. So delta R by R will be equals to delta V by V whole square plus delta I by I whole square, okay. Now suppose we have to find the percentage uncertainty, I mean the percentage error in the uncertainty of this resistance. Then what we do, we simply multiply every term by 100. Remember this, we multiply every term by 100. So delta R by R into 100 is equals to root under of delta V by V into 100 whole square plus delta I by I into 100 whole square. So what will this give? This will give us the uncertainty in percentage error, I mean the deviation of resistance in percentage, okay. So that was the error that we got. Now we have several examples here. For example, this is a question from kind of similar to CSIR. The question was that x is equals to 2.00 plus minus of 0.05, and then we have the value of y is equals to 3.00 plus minus 0.02. Now we have to find the value of z, where z is related as 3y minus 2x, okay. So we first have to find the uncertainty in z, okay. Now remember that this term is the delta x and this term is the delta y, okay. So delta x can be written as, I mean delta z can be written as root of 3 times of delta y whole square plus minus of 2 delta x square. Now it is irrelevant that we take this minus sign here or not, because once it is squared it is always positive, so we generally don't take it, or you can take it if you want. Now this will give us an approx value of 0.12, okay. But this is what we got delta z, but we have to find the total value of z. So to find the total value of z, we put the value of y in here, and that is 3 minus of 2 times of x, and that is 2, okay. So what we get, 9 minus 4 is equals to 5. So the final value of z will be 5 plus minus, I mean sorry, it should not be written as this, 5.00 plus minus of 0.12, okay. So this is the final answer. Now one of the most important questions that comes in CSIR, especially in CSIR, is in the case of Bragg reflection, I mean Bragg diffraction, okay. So in case of Bragg angle, you can say we get most of the error questions. For example, we have 2d sine theta is equals to n lambda. Now suppose the question is asked that what is the relative error in d, I mean the interplanar distance. Then how to find the error, okay. So d can be equals to n lambda upon 2 sine theta, okay, no problem here. Now what we do, we put the logarithmic here. So ln of d is equals to ln of n plus ln of lambda minus ln of 2 minus ln of sine theta. Okay, now what we do, we differentiate it. So when we differentiate it, we get delta d by d. Since the d is variable, we can write it as delta d by d. Now n is constant, so it is 0. The differentiation of this term is 0. Also the lambda is variable, so we consider delta lambda by lambda. Then again ln 2 is constant, so it is 0. So we are left with another term, and it is also in addition, and which is differentiation of log of sine theta. Now what is differentiation of log of sine theta? The differentiation of log of sine theta is sine theta, and in numerator you will get cos theta, and in multiplication you get delta theta. So plus of cos theta by sine theta into delta theta. Okay, so this is what the normal relative error that we got, but we have to get the original value of, I mean the uncertainty of this error. We have to get the better error. So to get the better error, we simply do this thing, that is the RMS, root mean square, and we do let delta lambda by lambda whole square plus cos theta by sine theta into delta theta whole square. Okay, so this is another way to get the best approximate error, and it is what the relative error. Now suppose we are asked the percentage error. What we simply do is delta d by d into 100 is equals to root under delta lambda by lambda into 100 whole square plus cos theta by sine theta into delta theta into 100 square. Okay, so what we get here, we get the percentage error. So that is all for error, and you will be able to solve approx all of the questions in CSIR if asked on error. Okay, thanks.